So some background information. My work colleague is Coach Andrew of the NT Crocs volleyball team, and I thought I could help the team as well as gain some valuable knowledge and new skills for my coach development. So I've been coaching for a long time, kids of different ages, and have done a few courses around the place. I'm also have been lucky to be on a NTI Coach Scholarship, so that's the Institute of Sport. A big thanks goes to sports scientists Tad and Michael, who are providing me with some technical knowledge and assistance to enable me to produce a strength and conditioning plan for the boys. So with this knowledge, I developed a strength and conditioning training plan. This included an assessment of the team's physical competency at the beginning of the plan and allows for reassessment after about 3 months. This video will take a look at what is involved in a physical competency screening and testing that we undertook, and the testing uses the resource manual developed by Kelvin Giles, which is called the Movement Dynamics Physical Competency and Assessment Manual. This manual is usually used for young athletes for the primary purpose of team or squad selection and other talent ID processes. For our testing, we used the Athletic 2 and the Functional test, which allowed Tad and I to gain a picture of the athlete's movement competence in a variety of movement settings. So, prior to developing a plan, I wanted to know more about the athletes I was dealing with. I asked Coach Andrew to provide me with the athlete's sporting background and any of their injuries that they may have. If you want to learn more about the Giles Physical Competency Assessment Manual, I'll put some details at the end of this video. So let's have a look at what we did.
So you lie down on that side. Yeah, the worst exercise is out. Like, get yourself to the edge as far as you can. Yep. And you reach. And then grab this knee and hug it to your chest. And we want this nice and flat. Just let this one relax as much as you can. Lie back. Very good. Over you go. Swap sides. Bring your bum. Yeah. Good. And then swing around. Do the same that way on both legs. Good, and another one.
reach out, so reach this one as far as you can. When you can coach by touch. You're saying reach. So you want to be on this 45 a little bit, or close to the ear but not too close. Now we're going to reach this thumb and rotate it out as far as we can. So we should feel some tension now. You've got to try and lift that arm off the ground. So it's just going to come from scapular retraction. And then down, and then you alternate. Lighter weights, it's probably a little bit easier to work through and get up with one hand. The arm bar is, so when we've got this kettlebell overhead now, we've actually got some instability, some stability requirements that are happening through the body and through the chain, right? The arm bar is into a position where we want to roll over this way. This would be like the starting position here. And if I was to take my shirt off and look through the shoulder position, you'll see like little shoulders working to stabilise the kettlebell, right? So I'm actually in a good position here for some stability work for the shoulder in a straight arm position. The progression for the arm bar is getting all the way onto your stomach with that weight staying overhead. So you'll see now my shoulder position or my scapular position here is really in end range. Like it's really toward that. So I'm really having to work to stabilise. And the heavier I go, the harder that would be for me to relax and breathe in that position. So if I've got 14, it's going to be more challenging for me to stay here and actually breathe. And relax. Whereas with a heavier weight on, I might be like, oh, struggling to keep that position overhead.
So after reviewing all the videos and attributing scores from the Giles resource to the athletes, I was able to get a better picture of each athlete's strengths and weaknesses. One of the most obvious areas for improvement across the group was the lumbar and thoracic mobility. With Tad's help, we went through some shoulder stability and mobility exercises, and Tad also provided me with a paper by Greg Day called Bulletproofing the Volleyball Shoulder, which I would recommend if you're wanting to improve some shoulder mobility and stability for volleyball. One of the factors Greg Day cites as being of vital importance is off-court training should be directed at improving fundamental movement. For example, for the body to be able to undertake movement like pushing, pulling, rotating, squatting, hinging, all necessary for good volleyball movement that can help protect against injury, i.e. they need to be able to move well, move strongly and move often enough to be fit for their sport. And as such, the general physical preparedness can be progressed according to general adaptation syndrome principles as applied to strength, power and endurance. So according to Greg, with regard to arm swing speed, the biggest increase in speed is not through enhanced power output, but through reduced resistance to swing. This means improved joint mobility and tissue extensibility. So I kept these factors in mind when I developed the basic S&C plan with assistance from Tad, who showed Andrew and I some different strength and mobility exercises.
So the Turkish get-up is looking at like this position here and pretty much moving your body around in this straight arm position. So from here, I'm going to press into the floor, rotate, push yourself up, prop yourself up. So now I'm overhead. You can either get into this position here, or you can go from this position to this position. You get into an overhead standing position, and then it's just about reversing it. So if you have a look at what's happening through the shoulder, like it's going through whole range of motion. But this